2 sequels, Thor. You still love the new theme song. Bromance at its finest with these two. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum are back.
Jenko and Schmidt, respectively, are back this time. They're not in high school. They're going to college in the sometimes formulaic but still hilarious 22 Jump Street.
So tight!
We'll go around to classes and activities, ask around about the drug, find out who the dealer is.
You don't have to do this, man. I just don't want you getting hurt.
I'm not gonna get hurt.
Jonah doing his own stunts? Okay, listen, we saw the original. What does this movie do that the first one didn't give us?
This one has a lot more self-referential, meta sort of comedy where they basically wink to camera talking about, we need a bigger budget this time and just do the same thing you did last time, talking about their new assignment, but they're talking about the sequel, right? So that stuff's funny, although those gags get a little tiresome. The chemistry is palpable between these two actors. They're so funny together, and you see Ice Cube there. He has a much more expanded role in this film, and he's very funny. He gets so angry, and I enjoyed that. They have a couple of other guys that come back for the first one that you see here. But there was a little too much slapstick physical comedy for me and some juvenile humor, like you saw the octopus coming into Jonah Hill's face. That stuff I didn't really care about, but it's still chock full of great gags and hilarious humor.
I was wondering how the take would be, because both Jonah and Channing are producers on this movie, and with the jokes, do you think this is a franchise that will continue on, 23 Jump Street perhaps?
Yeah, and they make numerous references to that, especially when it comes to the credits. You want to make sure that you stick around for that, because they are expanding and building this franchise, I think. And Jonah Hill actually is a co-writer in the film, but he's actually kind of the weakest link when it comes to a lot of the actual jokes and humor. Channing Tatum is proving that he's got such great timing, especially the scenes he has with Wyatt Russell, who is Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son. He's got a big part in this movie.
All right, how many hammers for 22 Jump Street?
This is a funny film, but I wouldn't say it's anything groundbreaking, but it does live up to the first one, 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 to get us going. Okay, another sequel coming our way is How to Train Your Dragon 2. Story versus spectacle, which one wins?
Yeah, the story in this one is a little bit of the problem, because in the first film, the dragons were essentially the villain. But now, when it picks up in the town where they've sort of befriended the dragons, what they need to do is slot in a human villain, and I felt he was very superficial and one-dimensional and underdeveloped. So that I was sort of taken aback by. The animation is still stunning, and the movie, I like this franchise a lot because it doesn't rely on goofy humor. It focuses on a lot of important issues that you may want to talk to your children about, like physical challenges. So that's very refreshing. There's a great part with Cate Blanchett. She has a very interesting character in this one. But the villain, for me, always held it back from greatness. And my problem with How to Train Your Dragon 2, there were no surprises. There were no big emotional moments like the first one that I thought were so original, because you're dealing with that case of sequel-itis. And it may be a little bit scary for the really young kids. I mean, you're already dealing with dragons right there, so that can be a little bit terrifying for some. But some of the things they did in terms of the story might frighten the younger ones.
How many hammers are you going to give?
It's going to be a 3 out of 5 hammer split this week. There you go.
All right. 2 new movies. I have a strong suspicion Michelle will not be going to the movies tonight, because she's all about Willie Mitchell and the LA Kings.